right, y'all, this is day 3. I just got off of work, just got home. I am tired, to say the least. But we here. I would say day 3. I did not succeed as, like, I didn't meet the exact goal. Let me reword that. I didn't meet my goal. I wouldn't say I drank 3 bottles of water today. I drank 1 bottle of water and maybe a half, maybe. I'm gonna guzzle this down, this other part, so at least I'll get 2 bottles of water before I go to sleep. But the goal is 4 bottles of water by the end of this week for sure and stuff. So we're still working on progress. I can't be too mad at myself, like the fact that I'm making this video for sure, because I really didn't want to make this video. I was like, I just want to go home, go to sleep. But I know that I said with this 30 days of drinking just water, eating whatever I want except junk food, candy, and then just drinking water for my liquids. I also said 30 days of posting, whether it be you guys getting content of what I'm feeling, what I'm going through as I'm drinking this water, this journey, or just something, I'm posting something, right, of quality, something, my best, okay, giving my 100%. I would say I was not about to do it. I literally was like, I'm too tired, I'm just gonna go lay down and go to sleep, give myself grace. And I do give myself grace, but in this season I made up my mind that I was gonna just do certain things and be consistent, because that's one of the things I'm working on, is being consistent. There are some areas of my life that I'm not as consistent. There are some areas I am, but then there's some areas that I'm not. And those are the areas that, you know what, this fast, this cleanse, we're going after, baby, okay? And social media, I have not been consistent in. So, yeah, we on here, we recorded it, baby. A little backstory, like, water was not, I want to say my parents probably grew up teaching me to drink water, but somewhere along there, it just, I don't know, I stopped drinking water as much and stopped viewing it as something that was vital to me. I started viewing flavored things more valuable than the water, okay? I could say that has to do with poverty mindset, maybe. I did grow up, we had some crises and I had some trauma, had some where we had to live with a lot of different people. We didn't always have money and stuff, and so maybe a delight for me was getting something to drink that was flavorful and sweet over water and stuff. And so maybe in my mind I probably trained myself that was more delectable, more better than water, because that was my little piece of, oh, I get something very nice and delightful and tasteful and stuff. And so, you know, that probably started teaching me not to value water as much as I valued like the sodas, the other stuff, because drinking, in retrospect, drinking growing up, if I had something flavored, that was like the highlight, right? Especially when you're a kid, right? When you're a kid, you get something really flavorful or sugary, that's like your highlight and stuff. And so, you know, growing up, my parents did the best that they could. Unfortunately, life has happened. They had injuries, they had health issues and stuff, and so we didn't get everything that I knew they wanted to give us and stuff. And so in return, you know, those little Kool-Aid drinks, you know, those little ice drinks, those little things was like a treat to us, you know. And so my mind probably started to rewire itself to think like, oh, those drinks are more valuable than even water and stuff. And so hence, now we're 32, 33, and still valuing that as more important than water and stuff. So that's what this is all about. We're retraining our brain. Water is more valuable than those flavored drinks, and it's more healthier, and most of our body is filled up with water. Okay, just a little backstory about, you know, some perspective of what I was thinking about when it comes to water. Put some suggestions in the comments, guys. Let me know, how do you guys drink water every day? Like, what makes you, what's your mindset, what's your perspective on it, you know? What's your little tip, what's your little trick on how and why you drink water, and what do you do to it and stuff? Like what I was thinking about when it comes to water, you know, how did you grow up? What was taught, you know, what was your perspective growing up with water and stuff? Share with it, would love to know and read it and stuff. All right, y'all, thank y'all, stay with me, y'all, like, subscribe, comment. Okay, bye.